Hello, my name is Diao Xingyuan. My metric number is 8207134. And let's talk about the question the first question. Uh, in option A, we can know when money wages are fixed, rise in the price level would increase the demand for labor. Since real wages is money wages price level, fixed money wages and higher prices mean lower real wages. A firm will demand more labor. So this statement about the fixed money wage not increasing labor demand is wrong. And option B, with the flexible money wages, when the price level increases, money wages will adjust. The supply of labor is related to real wages. A flexible money wage will adjust to keep real wages relatively stable. But this option misinterprets the relationship and the impact on the aggregate supply curve. So this option is wrong. Option C, fixed money wages do not increase the supply of labor just because the price level increases. The supply of labor is more related to factors like population, labor force, participation rate, exactly in the short run contact there. So this option is also wrong. Option D, with the flexible money wages as the price level increases, money wage it will rise. A firm will face higher costs, so the quantity of output they are willing to increase less for a given price level increased compared to fixed wage case. This makes the Keynesian AS curve steeper. When the price level rises, the increase in level leads to an increase in the demand for labor. But with flexible money wages rise, moderating the increase in labor demand and output. So the Keynesian AS curve will with flexible money wages is steeper. So the option is right. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, so I will explain the Keynesian AS and AT diagram comparing fixed money wages and the flexible money wages. So first, let's look at the aggregate supply curves. The orange line represents the AS curve under fixed wages. It's relatively flat because when wages do not increase, firms can expand output easily without facing higher production cost. The blue line represents the AS curve under flexible wages. This curve is much steeper because the price level increases, wages also rise. So higher wages increase production cost, so firms are less willing to increase output. So next, we look at the aggregate demand curves. The green dashed line is the initial AD curve, and the yellow dashed line shows AD after increasing government spending. As government spending rises, AD shifts to the right. Under fixed wages, the shifts in AD leads to a large increase in output and only a small increase in the price level. This is because production costs stay constant. However, under flexible wages, the small AD shift causes a small increase in output, but a large increase in prices due to rising wages cost. So in conclusion, government spending is more effective in increasing real output when wages are fixed. When wages are flexible, the main effect is higher inflation rather than higher output.
Hello everyone. Today I will explain the LS item equilibrium analysis and policy effectiveness Question 1. Here is the explanation based on the graph. First, an increase in government spending increases demand. This causes the IS curve to shift to the right, moving from IS0 to IS1. As the income starts to rise, the demand for money increases since the money supply is fixed along the LM curve. This drives the interest rate up. Looking at the new equilibrium point E1, the result is clear. The equilibrium interest rate is higher, and the national income has increased. Okay, that's all.
Okay, let's see this question. And for the first, and record to 8. And the agrees and the damage is for AD and equivalent and C plus I and plus G and plus the NX. So the A card in the personal income tax and realized. So and the household and this point and income is so and contributions for C, and this goes up, and this is increased and overall and AD and shifting the AD and curves to the right. So this is why A is answers. And for the BC, and this is wrong because the personal and income and the tax effect is AD is not AS. So that is AS culturally not shifting. And for the D and wording, the AD and shift in the right increased. And note these questions for the national income. And that's all.
Hello, my name is Pu Xiao, and my metric number is A213455. And as you can see in the graph, since the investment is not perfectly interest rate elastic, so monetary policy can still stimulate the economy, but the effect on output is smaller than in the case of a very interest elastic investment schedule. So the stepper of the ES curve, the less powerful monetary policy becomes it still increase output. Thank you. That's all.